All right, so we're working on the 2018 Hyundai Tucson. We are currently doing the cam position sensor lab. So as you can see, we do actually have a dual overhead cam vehicle. We have one cam position sensor here, another one right there. For our purposes, we're only going to be testing the front one. Initially, we just decided to take it out just so we can identify what kind of sensor it is. If you look inside, you can see a little reluctor wheel. That just shows us that it is going to be a Hall effect sensor, also because it is a 3-wire circuit. We have 3 wires. The green one is a ground, red one is a 5-volt signal, and then the yellow one is going to be a 12-volt battery power. And then we're actually going to go ahead and connect DVOM just to get some AC and Hertz readings. All right, so we have the DVOM plugged in. It's going to be reading off that red wire, the 5-volt signal for the cam position sensor. As you can see, we're reading an AC current and we're getting 0 volts because when these sensors, with the vehicle off, even with the key on, with the vehicle off, the sensor won't actually read anything. And then if we go ahead and start it, I'll see that our reading actually goes up to about 2.3 volts AC. And if we switch it to Hertz, we will actually be getting a reading for that as well. Just because with this sensor, it does actually produce a sine wave, so we are able to read it in Hertz. And then we will go ahead and plug in a picoscope to get a reading, just to show a little better of a physical reading on that. All right, and then with everything plugged in, we're actually going to go ahead and unplug one of the cam position sensors to see what the vehicle does. As you can see, in our case, it doesn't actually do anything. So we're going to go ahead and unplug the second one to see if anything else will happen. Alright, we can both unplug. The vehicle seems to run pretty alright. We're going to go ahead and give her a couple of revs to see if that'll change anything. So in our situation, the cam position sensors, they might affect the performance of the vehicle a little bit, but in our test, with them both unplugged, the vehicle still seems to operate normally.
All right, so we're measuring voltages right now at the crankshaft position sensor, which is all the way down here, and we're working with this lead-off wire. If you could see it right here, it's got a gray wire and a yellow wire coming out of it. One is a signal and the other one is the signal ground. Both of them actually are reading 2.5 volts, and you can see right over here that they are intertwined together there, so they're both going to be reading the exact same signal. This is also with the key on, engine off. I will show you the voltage at the other one right here after I can get to it. Yeah, there you go. Same signal. So after back probing and getting a ohm reading, we are reading about 830 ohms, which is consistent and is around the normal amount. All right, so we're gonna be getting our voltage reading with the car on. You can see, still plugged in down there. Voltage is pretty much the exact same, raised like 15 millivolts. And then we can go ahead and unplug the sensor and we'll be right back. All right, now we're back. He's gonna start it up for us real quick, and we're just gonna unplug the crankshaft position sensor and see what happens. Running there, so I'll tell you guys off real quick. She is right here. Pop it out. And it kills itself.
Also, as you can see, for the cam readings, it is either a longer on or a longer off cycle. That is because, like when we said when we were inspecting our reluctor wheel, how it is assembled it's basically it's basically like a half circle shape, so it's either be half on or half off, giving us that reading.
All right, so looking at the pico of the crankshaft right here, you can see our toothless liner here. So it starts when the actual cam goes on, and you have that A on period, and then it shuts off. And this is actually the part where you can track the location of the cylinders in the stroke order. And then here we have it off right again as you get to that other tooth for another full crank rotation.